silver fog is hiding the ground, where the tiny green hearts are starting to sound. A blanket of pearl on a velvet soft bed, before the first ribbon of golden is fed. Oh, morning mist on clover fields, swirling so light, turning the meadow to a luster of white. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of green, the quietest magic that I've ever seen. The four, right in the center of the nature's own door. The dew is clinging to the tip of my shoe, while the world is starting remarkably new. Oh, morning mist on clover fields, swirling so light, turning the meadow to a luster. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of green, the quietest magic that I've ever seen. It isn't the rush or the shout of the fast, it's the wisdom of waiting for the beauty to last. It's the power of steady, the glory of clear, knowing the center of heaven is here. Oh, morning mist on clover fields, swirling so light, turning the meadow to a luster of white. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of green, the quietest magic that I've ever seen. Tracing the lines of a yellow kind ink, taking the time and the freedom to think. The edges are curled like a wave on the shore, opening up every history's door. Oh, path on the vintage map, winding so free, a story of where I am starting to be. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of weight, turning the dust into gold for the day. The mountains are drawn with a careful kind hand across the wide borders of this beautiful land. I'm finding a village that doesn't have a name, far from the noise and the rush of the fame. Oh, path on the vintage map, winding so free, a story of where I am starting to be. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of weight, turning the dust into gold for the day. It isn't the compass or the needle of cold, It's the wisdom of spirit that never grows old. It's the power of steady, the glory of find, leaving the shadows remarkably behind. Oh, path on the vintage map, winding so free, a story of where I am starting to be. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of way, turning the dust into gold for the day. Swaying in parchment, resting in blue, a journey of old that is remarkably new.
Silver green leaves are awake in the air with a sharp kind of magic that's remarkably rare. I'm breathing the forest, the scent of the new, washing the spirit in a bath of the dew. Oh, fresh eucalyptus breeze blowing so wide, telling the shadows there's nowhere to hide. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of leaves, finding the courage and the end of the grief. I'm crushing the branch with a gentle kind hand, the cleanest of stories across the wide land. The fog is lifting, the sky is so blue, every old memory is a starting so new. Oh, fresh eucalyptus breeze blowing so wide, telling the shadows there's nowhere to hide. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of leaves, finding the courage and the end of the grief. It isn't the heavy or the dust of the fast, it's the wisdom of breathing that's built to last. It's the power of steady, the glory of clear, knowing the center of heaven is here. Oh, fresh eucalyptus breeze blowing so wide, telling the shadows there's nowhere to hide. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of leaf, finding the courage and the end of the grief. Swaying in silver, resting in mint, a morning of goodness, a beautiful hint. clay is a keeping the furnace glow. In a rounded kind world that I'm starting to know, I'm cupping the heat in the palm of my hand, the friendliest treasure in all of the land. Oh, warmth in ceramic mugs glowing so deep, promises of kindness that the spirit will keep. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of clay, turning the winter to a sun-drenched day. The steam is a rising ghost of the tea, telling the story of the you and the me. It cracking the glaze like a map of the heart, where every old memory is a making a start. Oh, warmth in ceramic mugs glowing so deep, promises of kindness that the spirit will keep. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of clay, turning the winter to a sun-drenched day. It isn't the crystal or the silver of pride, it's the wisdom of heavy with heaven inside. It's the power of steady, the glory of slow, finding the center where the clear waters flow. Oh, warmth in ceramic mugs glowing so deep, promises of kindness that the spirit will keep. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of clay, turning the winter to a sun-drenched day. Swaying in earthy, resting in heat, a cup kind of music for a morning so sweet.
The green is a stitching, a golden kind thread in the emerald canopy over my head. The needles are sharp, but the light is so soft, lifting the spirit remarkably aloft. Oh, sunlight through pine needles, flickering so bright, turning the forest to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of pine, finding a rhythm that is remarkably mine. The scent of the resin is awaking the air with a message of steady that's remarkably rare. I'm walking on shadows of a silver tone lace, finding the magic in a sun-drenched space. Oh, sunlight through pine needles, flickering so bright, turning the forest to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of pine, finding a rhythm that is remarkably mine. It isn't the willow that's a bowing to the fast, it's the wisdom of standing that's a built to last. It's the power of steady, the glory of green, the loveliest story that I've ever seen. Oh, sunlight through pine needles, flickering so bright, turning the forest to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of pine, finding a rhythm starting to run. The wind is a whistling, soft kind of song, moving our spirits so gently along. Oh, picnic on the grassy hill, rolling so free. A patchwork of heaven for the you and the me. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of green, the loveliest story that I've ever seen. It isn't the tower of the cold and the gray, it's the wisdom of hills that are leading the way. It's the power of steady, the glory of rest, finding in the simple exactly what's best. Oh, picnic on the grassy hill, rolling so free. A patchwork of heaven for the you and the me. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of green, the loveliest story that I've ever seen. Swaying in clover, resting in light, a hilltop kind music for a morning so bright.
The dust is a-dancing in a column of gold, in a story of timber that's a-starting to unfold. The stairs are creaking, a familiar kind rhyme, leading me up to the center of the time. Oh, songs from the attic window, drifting so high, a whisper of paper under the wide open sky. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of you, making every old memory remarkably new. The rooftops are leaning like a sea of the red, where the birds on the wire are tucking their head. I'm looking at the city from a frame of the pine, knowing the piece of the world is remarkably mine. Oh, songs from the attic window, drifting so high, a whisper of paper under the wide open sky. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of you, making every old memory remarkably new. It isn't the tower of the cold and the grand, it's the wisdom of rafters and the touch of the hand. It's the power of steady, the glory of height, finding the heaven with the spirit inside. Oh, songs from the attic window, drifting so high, a whisper of paper under the wide open sky. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of you, making every old memory remarkably new. Swaying in cedar, resting in light, a high place music for a morning so bright. flaxen threads are weaving a dream under the light of the silver tone beam. It's a sail for the spirit, so cool and so wide, with nothing to tether and nothing to hide. Oh, dancing linen skirt, swaying so free, a ripple of heaven for the you and the me. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of sway, chasing the shadows of the city away. The oatmeal kind shadow is a kiss in the grass, watching the heavy kind moments all pass. A hemline of freedom, a circle of grace, finding the magic in a sun-drenched space. Oh, dancing linen skirt, swaying so free, a ripple of heaven for the you and the me. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of sway, chasing the shadows of the city away. It isn't the silk of the palace and pride, it's the wisdom of breathing with heaven inside. It's the power of steady, the glory of soft, lifting the simple remarkably aloft. Oh, dancing linen skirt, swaying so free, a ripple of heaven for the you and the me. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of sway, chasing the shadows of the city away. Swaying in fiber, resting in light, a natural music for a morning so bright. Scarlet tin is a taking the beat from the silver-colored tears of a summertime heat, standing so steady on the edge of the lane, a crimson kind island in the middle of rain. Oh, raindrops tap the red mailbox, singing so clear, bringing the message that I'm longing to hear. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of news, chasing away every gray kind of blues. The flag is waiting for a letter to fly under the wash of charcoal kind sky. I'm thinking of ink and the curve of the hand, the longest kind journey across the wide land. Oh, raindrops tap the red mailbox, singing so clear, bringing the message that I'm longing to hear. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of news, chasing away every gray kind of blues. manifest. It's the wisdom of paper that's a built to last. It's the power of steady, the glory of weight, finding the heaven at the garden side gate. Oh, raindrops tap the red mailbox, singing so clear, bringing the message that I'm longing to hear. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of news, chasing away every gray kind of lose. Swaying in scarlet, resting in rain, a tin kind of melody for the heart and the brain.
A silver-toned pocket, a box of the wind, in a dusty old corner where the memory's pinned. I'm wiping the metal with a jangle kind sleeve, starting a music that I'm starting to believe. Oh, melody for an old harmonica, singing so sweet, turning the silence to a luster of street. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of death, chasing the shadows where the luster of light. The reeds all are trembling, the copper kind hum, in a world that's waiting for the morning to come. I'm cupping the echoes in the palm of my hand, the simplest of treasures in all of the land. Oh, melody from an old harmonica, singing so sweet, turning the silence to a luster of street. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of pride, chasing the shadows with a luster of life. It isn't the grand or the organ of pride, it's the wisdom of breathing with heaven inside. It's the power of steady, the glory of clear, knowing the center of goodness is here. Melody from an old harmonica, singing so sweet, turning the silence to a luster of street. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of light, chasing the shadows with a luster of light. Swaying in silver, resting in air, a pocket full of music for a spirit so fair. The indigo tide is leaving the land with a sapphire secret on the golden kind sand. I'm bending to gather the curve of the deep, where the songs of the ocean are starting to sleep. Oh, as your shells on the shore, glowing so bright, turning the beach to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of blue, bringing the heaven remarkably to you. The salt is glittering on the edge of the rim, in a world where the shadows are starting to dim. A fragment of sky in the palm of my hand, the tiniest wonder across the wide land. Oh, azure shells on the shore, glowing so bright, turning the beach to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of blue, bringing the heaven remarkably to you. It isn't the storm or the crash of the high, it's the wisdom of ebbing under the wide open sky. It's the power of steady, the glory of clear, knowing the center of goodness is here. Oh, azure shells on the shore, glowing so bright, turning the beach to a luster of light. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of blue, bringing the heaven remarkably to you. Swaying in sapphire, resting in spray, a shoreline kind music for a sun-drenched day. The embers are climbing the edge of the wall, answering the beauty of the morning time call. I'm opening the window in the eyes of the soul, watching the fragments of becoming a whole. Oh, smile like the morning sun, rising so new, turning the silver into golden kind hue. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of grace, finding the heaven in a sun-drenched face. A mirror is a catching the curve of the day, chasing the ghosts of the shadows away. It isn't for the camera or the glory of show, just a quiet kind energy that's starting to glow. Oh, smile like the morning sun, rising so new, turning the silver into golden kind hue. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of grace, finding the heaven in a sun-drenched face. It isn't the power of the heavy or loud, it's the wisdom of light in the middle of cloud. It's the power of steady, the glory of clear, knowing the center of goodness is here. Oh, smile like the morning sun, rising so new, turning the silver into golden kind hue. It's a vintage devotion, a luster of grace, finding the heaven in a sun-drenched face. Resting in bright, a beautiful rhythm for a spirit of